It's always good when you even find like little tidbits. Everybody's favorite, some copper and a Farrah faucet. There you go. Onwards. Man, have I taken heat for the garbage in my car. Woo! The people. They are tough. That's a deodorizer thing. That's why it's on the dash. It's activated by the defroster or the fan or whatever, I don't know. I gotta clean this out. I mean, this is ridiculous. Anyway, I won't show the inside. It's apparently it's disturbing too many people. So after I bought it, I realized it's probably the wrong one. Doesn't that figure? Wood, nail embedded. Oh, there goes $9. I haven't used it yet, but I took the packaging off. Let's see what happens. I'll probably be really pissed. Did you ever hear of Gil's Skills channel? Well, how about my channel? No skills. Right? It's these darn things I'm so worried about. All that crap. I'm gonna end up like cutting through or I don't know if the camera will stay through all the vibration, but there we go. Ah, look at that. It went right through. You. On to the next, whatever that might be, right? Well, now I could actually take that thingy off and, like, I don't know, put a vise or a, you know, or whatever, and I could nap ourselves a connector, high temperature rubber hose specifically made for that, allegedly. Finally got that thing off. It did do some minimal damage to the saw blade, but hey, I got your job done. Even though it was for wood, nail embedded. The job got done, so sometimes I overthink things so much that, you know, nothing gets done because I start fretting about every last little thing. So now it's going to be unscrewing the rest of this stupid manifold because I'm like so desperate to get this thing running. Even though it doesn't look like it, I'm desperate. I'm desperate to get this running and then to get that thing running. Because it takes those things running to actually keep me from throwing so much of the stuff on the ground. Because I like to find a lot of stuff. I like to find it. Okay? I need to find a lot of stuff constantly in order to make the economic engine that is me actually run. Because I am so desperate to get that house that I live in paid off so there's no mortgage, and if need be we could exist off of one income. Alright, I could get my hernia fixed if I like somehow or another built up the courage to go under the knife, which I'm kind of a weenie, so You know what I mean? You know, having the hernia repaired, I have an umbilical hernia. And that's from having whooping cough, which is known as the 100-day cough. I had that like 20 years ago when I was working at my wife's uncle's body shop. I know, I always tell the story. And one of them people that worked there had the whooping cough, and they would go into the company refrigerator where I'd put my lunch, and they would cough on my food and spit on my food. And I didn't know it until, you know, one day I'm like, why are they all laughing in the break room? And I went and I peeked in. They're screwing with my food. So yeah, I came down with, yeah, the whooping cough. Before that, I had come down with the mumps on my honeymoon, and that's from, well, that's another long story. But when I got married, that was at the time when, you know, instead of like people shaking hands, the hugging thing, which is still prevalent today, was, you know, had become really popular. You know, guys would give each other hugs. You know, I'm like, yep. In order to get the mumps, you have to have very close contact with somebody else, and that's where I traced that down to. Because I didn't go on the honeymoon right away after the wedding reception. We went on a honeymoon like about, I don't know, 5 or 6 days afterward. So incubation period is anywhere from, what, 3 days to 21 days. So by the time we got down to Florida, I had the mumps. So enough of that. Let's get a few more screws off here, and maybe we can get that intake manifold off and finally get to the quest of the real problem, that distributor cap.